Okay, guys, we are recording. So welcome to our Tuesday night, Tuesday Team Talk. And tonight we are talking about the compensation plan and how to make money, which is kind of a difficult topic. A lot of us don't really like to talk about money, or we feel guilty about talking about money, or we feel guilty about sales, and we kind of are shy in regards to this topic. But I'm going to kind of step out and I'm going to share with you guys all about it because I am a numbers person. I like numbers, and this is a good topic for me. And without getting into all of the crazy fine details about all of the numbers, we're just going to go over the basics of all of the different ways that you get paid as a coach, because a lot of people have misconceptions that you just have to sell, and that's not the case at all. So I always have issues sharing the screen with you guys, so just keep bearing with me here. Okay, can you guys see that? I need someone to like talk to me because I can only see.
Black screen.
Say that again.
I just see a black screen.
Mm-hmm.
Now I see your side. No, I see it.
This is so awful. Okay, I can make this bigger. Is it black?
No, it's up there now.
Do you guys see 30-day photo challenge?
No.
Oh my gosh, so annoying. Do you see it now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, this is the best that I can do right now. I'm sorry. I have a really old Mac and I don't have PowerPoint, and I make all of our slides on notes, and it's like notes from 2005. So this is what we have. Okay, so I'm just going to jump right into it because I want to talk really fast and just kind of go over, like I said, the basics of the compensation plan and the structure of coaching, and then we can do questions and stuff because we don't really have a lot of time. But I also wanted to say kudos to everybody that's been participating in the 30-day photo challenge. It's actually been really fun for me, and it's been keeping me accountable too with my daily posts, and some of them have been really fun. Tammy just posted hers for the day with all of her meals as she was traveling on her vacation in Miami, and we're going to hang out tomorrow at the beach. I'm super excited for that. But if you haven't posted your meals today, go ahead and do so, because a lot of people also, again, have misconceptions of what we eat and what we do, and they just think that we drink shakes all day and work out all day, and that's not the case unless maybe you're on competition prep. But in all seriousness, it's been really fun, and keep tagging everybody that's participating on it too, and it's going to make our network a little bit bigger and a little bit wider. So let's move on to the next one. Hold on. All right, so I'm going to start with rank. So if you're a new coach or you're a seasoned coach and you're on this call, there's a lot of us, this will be a good review, or it'll be a refresher, or it'll be something that you've totally never heard before. In Beachbody world, we can kind of sometimes get caught up in rank. Rank is, honestly, it really doesn't mean a lot. It just means how large your team is or how many you have in your downline. So when you first sign up as a coach, you are at level, and that means you have your sponsor coach, which would be if you're on my team or Sandy's team or Jenny's team. Then you have your sponsor coach, and then you have yourself, and so your coach status. When you start building a team and you start signing coaches, that's when your rank changes and your team gets bigger, and that's essentially what rank is. So you have Emerald as your next status, and then Ruby, Diamond, and Star Diamond, and Superstar Diamond. Emerald means you have two coaches. There's a lot of background noise. I don't know where it's coming from. Emerald is when you have two coaches, one on each side of your legs. So you have one on your left and one on your right. And then when you're Emeralds, then you're eligible for leads that come from Beachbody, and you're eligible for other trips and prizes and things like that. So with rank, you're eligible for more things. You can go to the events and you get into raffles, or you could go to the parties, and that all coincides with Success Club as well. So rank is important in that aspect if those things mean a lot to you and you want to be first in line for things like that. But the rank really only ties into the other ways of compensation that we're going to get into next. But again, people just get really caught up in it, and they think that if they become Star Diamond, they're going to make this much money, and that's not it at all. It just necessarily means if you guys can just mute all of your screens, because I'm still hearing like a ton of feedback. Okay.
You might have to mute them for them. The people that are on their phones can't do it.
Hold on.
You can do it. You can do it on your phone. You just tap your screen and then just press mute.
Yeah, I got it. Thanks, guys.
Sorry, I was just getting like tons of feedback. Okay.
Yeah.
Resume. It's awesome. Bye.
Yeah, I lost totally where I was. Okay, so you have Emerald is when you have a coach on your left and a coach on your right. Ruby, you have two coaches on each side, and one of those coaches is an Emerald. So one of those coaches has already started building, and they have two coaches, one on their left and one on their right. So you can see that in the picture below. And then you'll also see a picture of Diamond, which is when you have four coaches on each side, and at least one of those is Emerald, which they're building a team as well. So those are your ranks. People get really caught up in it. And so for myself, it took me an extremely long time to get to Diamond. But that doesn't mean that I wasn't making money, because there's other ways that you make money. It's not just about rank. So I was able to become debt-free, and I was just Diamond or not even Diamond. So rank doesn't necessarily mean you're going to make a ton of money. It's not about that whatsoever. And I have a picture here that does show your maximum potential weekly earnings. So when you do rank and you're at those specific levels, you can max out, which is why you do want to keep growing your business and you do want to rank, because you can max out at some of those levels. So when I was Emerald for the longest time, I was making $250 a week because I was maxed out. My team was doing well, my sales was doing well, but I hadn't expanded our team yet. So once you start building and you start getting more diamonds and you start becoming Star Diamond, you have the potential to make $12,000 a week, which is just insane, because I go back and I look about, like, I mean, that's how much I made, like, in my old job, like, within months' time, and to make that in a week is just ridiculously insane. Okay, so hold on, guys. Seriously, this is really annoying. I think I just ruined our slides. Okay. So this is the juice. When we're, as coaches, a lot of people believe that we only make money off of sales, which is true. We do make money off of sales, but that's only a very small part of how we can make money. So you probably all know as 25% commissions come from our sales, and 50% commissions come on club memberships. So anytime that you are signing somebody and you sell them a challenge pack for $140, then you get the 25% commission off of that. Fabulous. If they sign as club members as well, then each cycle, club membership cycle, then you get 50% of that as well, which is awesome, super awesome. But the real thing is we can make more money from fast start bonuses and team cycle bonuses and matching bonuses. So some of you may know what that is. Some of you don't know what the heck I'm talking about, and that's okay. Everything I'm going to touch on is just going to be really, really brief, like I said, and then everything is also in the back office. So you can go into detail with it. But you can get fast start bonuses is when you sell a challenge pack directly and you sign them up as a coach directly. And you get a $40 fast start bonus for every time that you do that. And if you sign at least one, if you get one challenge pack and coach in over 6 weeks time, and Jenny, that's correct, right? It's the 5 or 6 weeks time frame, then you get an additional $100 fast start plus bonus.
Yeah, 5 weeks. For every 5 coaches you sign within 5 weeks.
So essentially, if you do one challenge pack and coach sign up each week for 5 weeks consecutively, then you would get on that 5th week $100 fast start plus bonus. And Jenny can testify to that because she consecutively did that like her whole first year of coaching. So, and that's just a big chunk of change. Like an extra $100 all the time is just really, really great. Imagine if you were signing more coaches than just those 5, what you could get with that. Then there's the $100 showcase pack fast start bonus. So if you sign somebody that purchases the showcase pack, then you get $100 for that too. So the goal is to be joining people and adding people into our team, because it's not only going to benefit you, but it's going to benefit them. Because again, the initial thing is we want people on our team and we want to help them, because anybody can just buy a challenge pack and just go on their merry way. But the whole point is that we are coaches and we want to help them on their journey, so they're not just off doing everything alone. That's why we have challenge groups. That's why we have these calls, and that's why we have our coach groups, is because we don't want people to be doing this by themselves. If they wanted to do it by themselves, they could just go join a gym and be completely lost in the gym. And as someone that I do my personal training in the gym, and I see it all the time. Nobody knows what they're doing. They're wasting their time and they're wasting their money. So that's why Beachbody works, because we have us as coaches to help everybody. Okay, the real fun stuff is team cycle bonuses. And this is where it gets really, really good. So once you start growing your business, you see there I have 14, 16, and 18. So depending on what rank you're at, if you're Ruby, if you're Ruby, Diamond, or Star Diamond or above, then you get $14 for Ruby, $16 for Diamond, and $18 for Star Diamond every time your team cycles. So your team cycles at your team volume rate of 300 team volume. So there's another picture on the next slide that will show that for you guys. But once your team is creating its own volume, for every 300 volume points you cycle, you get $14 or whatever level you're at. So think about that. You sell a few challenge packs, that's your 25% commission there. You are signing coaches, you can get the fast start bonus. That's another $100 there. Then you're adding coaches onto your team that are also adding coaches, and so your team volume is expanding, and so you're getting team cycle bonuses. Do you see where it's going? That the income opportunity is exponential.
Rachel, can you clarify for them that that it doesn't include commissions, that 250 cap on the Emerald rank. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's 250 commissions on your cycle bonuses.
On team cycle bonuses.
Your team cycle bonuses. So when you're maxing out in your cycle bonuses. So you could still sell 25 challenge packs and you would get those commissions. Is that what you mean?
Yes. Thanks.
Okay, good. Awesome. Okay, and then there's matching bonuses, which is also really fun. So if you are Ruby or above, so if you're Ruby, you get 5%, and if you are above, so Diamond or Star Diamond or what have you, you get 10% matching bonus. This is for anybody that's in your downline that you are personally sponsoring. You get 5% of their, so say you're Ruby, then you get 5% of their income. So let's say Jenny makes $200 this week. Jenny's Diamond. So Jenny makes $200 this week. So I get 10% of that. So then I get $20 from Jenny's income. So that's kind of where your rank goes. So you want to be driving and building your team so you can rank and be building a team that's also building a team. Other than that, though, thinking about the rank, it really doesn't mean all that much unless you're building a team. So anybody can be Diamond. When you're Diamond, you could be making a wide range of anywhere between like $300 a week and $1,000 a week. So it just is a matter of how are you growing and building your team and what are you doing? Because that's a big gap. Then you have Star Diamond bonus, and Star Diamond bonus is when you are Star Diamond or above. What happens is Beachbody takes their total revenues for the entire year and they divide it up and they pay it out to their coaches that are Star Diamond above, and they break it down into 2-star diamonds, I think 5-star diamonds, and then 9-star, and then 15-star. And I think there's 4 categories, and each group gets it's divided into 0.5% of whatever the total revenues of the company is. So it sounds a little confusing, but what that really means is because Beachbody makes millions, each coach gets a little piece of that. And the way I think about it is when I was at my old job and I got my annual review, and I remember working like 75 hours a week, and I got capped out at a salary. So the extra 30 hours a week that I was working for free. When I sat down and had my annual reviews each year, I was so proud. I was like, I've worked so hard, but they max you out. They cap you out, at least. I mean, unless you have like some great job, I don't really know. You can only get like a 5% raise based on whatever your salary is at. And because the companies that I chose to work at were like really like cheap, even if you were doing super, super well, no one ever got the 5%. So I just remember sitting at my last annual review and they said that I got 2.5% raise. I literally wanted to cry because I'm like, I'm here every day slaving away and you're going to give me a 2.5% raise. And then I look at this structure here and I look at the 10 opportunities that I just went over with you guys of all of the different ways that I can make money. And I've exceeded that. And I make more now putting in the few hours a day minimum doing this than my 15 hours a day as a hotel manager. It's just like, it's not a scheme. And so that's what I want to show and share with you guys that are trying to grow and build teams at the moment, is that it's not just commissions, and it's not sales, it's sharing and it's helping people. And the last one is just to cap on that too. Once you go 2-star diamond in your business center, you're eligible to open up another business center and you can start growing another one. And you can have up to 25 business centers. So Beachbody really doesn't have any limits. And even the top elite coaches right now, I think only have like 3 or 4 business centers. So nobody has even gotten to 25 business centers yet. It's insane. I think I have one more slide, so hold on, guys. If you guys have any questions, you can wait till the end. Hold on. And I'm so sorry that my screen is like really messed up. Okay. I don't know if you can see this one at all, but it just kind of breaks down team cycle bonuses and how it works. So if you have with the 300 team volumes, how it breaks it down. And it will take 200 team volume points from one leg and 100 volume points from the other leg to get your 300. And so say essentially you have 5,000 team volume on one leg and 5,000 team volume on the other leg, which is probably never going to happen because they're never even, but it will just keep deducting from that. So it'll be 5,000 minus 300, minus another 300, another 300. So you'll just keep cycling. And so you'll see here that in this example that there were 4 cycles of $18. So you get the $72 bonus. I'm sorry, that's like really hard to see. And then that kind of ties into the leadership ladder. And so when Sandy and I started, there was no such thing as leadership ladder. It was kind of like you signed up and you just did whatever you needed to do and you just kind of figured things out on your own. And that's kind of where a lot of coaches are too. A lot of coaches don't have sponsor coaches. A lot of coaches don't have the team environment that we do. And they just kind of get thrown in to figure it out. But so the leadership ladder was put into place, and it kind of helps the structure, again, of how you should be working your business if you want to turbocharge your business and get ahead and go above and beyond. So you have business starter, team builder, team leader, organization leader, and executive leader. And once you reach these milestones in your business, it's just another way to track how you're progressing. So business starter is essentially when you just start and you're a coach and you're hitting Success Club 5. When you reach team builder, that's when you're emerald or above, you're growing a team, you have 200 team volume points, and you're always hitting Success Club 5 and all of these things. These things are more of milestones for your business. It's more for recognition, which is our 4th vital behavior. And it can really show us where we're at with our leadership skills and our team. This chart is also in the back office, and there's 2 videos that go with it. So if you want to know more about the leadership ladder or you want to watch the videos, if you haven't already, they're in the back office in the trainings. And my next slide is really small, so you probably can't see it. And I'm so sorry, guys. So it says a leader is someone who demonstrates what's possible. And if you are tapping yourself out and saying, oh, I just want to make $50 a week because I want to get my nails done, that's fine. That's absolutely fine if that's why you're doing this. And like I said, everybody's doing this for a different reason. I'm just here to show you guys the potential that you have and the potential this company is giving us. But as a leader, that's one of the things that you do is you want to demonstrate that anything is possible. I know in my course of being a Beachbody coach for the last 3 years, I mean, when I signed on, that's just what I wanted to do. I signed on, I said, hey, it'd be really cool to share my story and help as many people as I can and just have fun with it. And then I thought, well, I have a lot of debt. I have my student loans, and I'm paying for this ridiculously expensive condo on the beach, and I have this new car. And so then I started to put things in perspective, and I started to save my checks, and I paid everything off. And so in 2014, I was debt free. And I'm sharing this with you guys because it is possible. And I was only ranked diamond or emerald. And so it doesn't necessarily mean you have to be 15-star diamond to become financially free. There's still 15-star diamonds right now that aren't financially free. So it just is a matter of maybe how much debt you have or whatever you're doing with your money. But I can sit here and tell you that I have no debt, which is just an amazing feeling to wake up every morning and feel so free of that. And then in 2015, I was able to retire from my job of working 75 hours in the hotel. And now I can do this full time. So it is just, it's all about showing people what's possible. And with the leadership ladder, that's what the structure is. It's showing you how to lead, and it's setting you guys up for to set yourself some goals. And I just got the pop-up that we're like running out of time, so I'm gonna like just go through this even faster. But I've got here that it helps recognize the gaps in your business. It helps you set tangible goals. Potential team leader monthly income is $2,395. So team leader is just that one that is just right above when you sign. So that's if you're doing your consistent vital behaviors every single day. That is your potential monthly income. If you haven't read The Slight Edge, I recommend you do it and you read it over and over and over again because it helps you build your consistent daily activities. It helps with the inviting process. It helps you break out of that shell of being like a little hermit and afraid to talk about things and afraid to invite. And okay, I just want to get this done. So I'm going to just move on to the next one really, really quick. Sorry, guys. Our call to action. So I have here, whatever makes you uncomfortable is your biggest opportunity for growth. And I think about this one every single day because I think even myself, sometimes I'm comfortable where I'm at, and I have to remind myself every single day that I want to keep growing. And all of the things that are on my goal list, that are on my wall of things that I want to accomplish this year, they're big and they're scary, and we're already in May. And so every day it's really important that you remind yourself that you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. So call to action is to step out. I know it's already big and scary to talk about finances and to talk about goals and to talk about the compensation plan. But your first step I'm asking you to do tonight is to get into the groups and share with us what your goals are, your financial goals, your number goals, and why those are your goals. Whether it's to pay off a bill or to retire or to travel more or to get a surgery that you've been putting off or dental work or whatever it is, share it. I want to know, and then I want you guys to know too, because maybe you haven't thought about that part yet. I think we have like 4 minutes, but if anybody has any questions.
Rachel, I think if you make me an admin, it might not end the call if you want to do that.
Well, because it's on my how do I do that?
So stop the screen share and then go to participants and then hover over my name and it should be able to say make admin.
Hold on.
I'm assuming it won't stop the call because I upgraded.
I'm ready to put this all behind us.
Okay, I see you. Some more. It says, make host.
Yeah, make host. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Maybe it won't let you do it.
Yeah, it says Jenny is the host now.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's going to let me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, well, anyways, keep going.
Okay, guys. Does anybody have any questions? Let's see something in the chats here. Okay, I guess not. I know I talked. What?
Oh, do you want to maybe just like explain a little bit more about like what you need on each leg in order to cycle? And like, I think a couple people on my team and a couple of them around here too were having some issues understanding like what it means and what the legs are, for example.
Okay, so good question. When you sign, you have yourself. So as much as we're not a pyramid scheme, we are set up kind of like a triangle, like a pyramid. So you have me, and then you have Jenny, and then you have Jenny sign Lorraine, and then so there you have that, and then you have your other side where you have me, and then you have Erica, and then Erica signs somebody. So you have that. Actually, you guys are on the same leg, but whatever. So each time that your team gets volume, your volume derives from that person's sales. So your sales come through, and then it becomes your team volume. So whatever that one side of your leg is producing, that's your team volume. So if you have one coach on your left leg, or you have 100 coaches on your left leg, that's going to produce the left leg's volume. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So maybe like, so you get volume. I'm trying to help them understand. You get volume from your sales, and you need 200 of those volume points on either side, and then 100 on the other side in order to create one of these team cycle bonuses, the 14, the 16, or the 18.
Correct.
And so, so basically what's happening is that you can have up to $250 worth of that if you're an emerald, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So I guess I'm struggling to help my team understand how exactly that works and to come up with a good process for that. But maybe that's another call when we don't.
Yeah, maybe we could do next week the breakdown of like how it's broken down, because like there's so many little details to it.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we could do that. I can do that next week.
If we could find a cool way to explain that, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, with a breakdown of all that, because it is very, very confusing.
It is. Sandy spent like a whole summer on the phone with me trying to explain it.
It's very confusing. I think after 5 years, I finally understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's several ways in the back office too to look at it as well. And so it's a little confusing when you start to look at it. There's different ways in the back office too. So we could share that next week. Here, I'm just pulling this one back up. I don't know if you guys can see this at all. It's like a little small, but it kind of breaks it down. So like your left leg, this person has 490 on their left leg and 1050 on their right. And so it's subtracting 200 from one side, 100 from the other. And then you've got 390 on one side and 850, and it just keeps subtracting down. And then that's how it kind of cycles. So this is just an example. And like I said, your legs are probably not going to be even, because you're going to have a stronger leg and a weaker leg. And so that's why the 200 and the 100 comes through, because it's based on the 200 comes from the side that has the more volume, and the 100 comes from the side that has the less volume. Essentially, though, the basics of this is to explain that there are team cycle bonuses. There are ways to get all of this additional income, and it's by building your team and your legs. So I think we have like 1 minute left. Okay.
Awesome. Thanks, Rachel.
Thank you so much for getting on the call. I was really excited all day to share this with you, and it keeps me motivated to stay awake. But if you guys have any questions, to just put them in the group, and then also your call to action, and we will talk more next week.
Thanks, Rachel. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.